Well, let me turn at a more flattering angle. That's not a flattering angle for Garfield. Can y'all see him? He's making his descent. Yes, Garfield. So next year, let's have a conference. Next year, this how you go up in this tree when you see the squirrels. Yes, because y'all I'll have you to know, the squirrels went on finish wiping me out. They done got every tree, every path, and they done got them up all up off the ground. Here's a little piece of a path. What they was eating on. They better come get that. But them suckers clean me out. It ain't a path on that tree now. They really got with me. But I got my little Jedi here. You be practicing, okay? You be practicing. You really won't have to go up that high any longer because I'm going to cut those way up there. You won't even have to worry about going up that high. You go about 10 feet and you'll be able to come down. That way we won't have to call the fire department because I ain't calling the fire department to get you out of no trees. I'm going to poke you with a stick till you jump. So anyway, let me check my other trees. You all have to realize that these trees are shorter, much shorter. And in order for the squirrels to get into these trees, they must cross the ground down here. The cats frequent this area too much. Matter of fact, when y'all ask where Felix be a lot of times, see, y'all see him coming? He naps over in there. So right over in there, he naps. If he sees these squirrels come right in here, he's gonna get them. Just in case y'all can't see, I'm gonna zoom in on him. Felix! Felix! Look at him, he won't pay me no attention. That's why I took your pension. Look, here's your replacement right here. But yeah, they won't. If you're wondering why they get in that tree and not this one, they can jump from that tree, or the top of his shed and go into my pear tree. But what I got planned, those real tall limbs, they jump to the real tall limbs, and then they climb down and get the lower fruit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut those tall limbs like I was telling you I was gonna do last year, but I'm surely gonna do it now because I know I had 60 pounds of pears in that tree and they ate them all. I was hoping they would just eat the top, but I should have known, them little greedy bastards. I should have known they was gonna eat it all. I can't have it where you eat it all. I don't mind you eating some, but damn, can I have something? Anyway, but after I saw that, y'all look at how pretty this turmeric is. After I saw that, I made up my mind I'm most definitely going to cut those limbs. And these pears are not all the way ripe yet. But you can see I have quite a few in this tree. There are some more there. There's some on that limb, weighing that limb down. There's even some down here that I didn't really know about. I do have a little blight on this tree that I need to cut out. But it's not very bad at all. That other tree has a little bit of blight as well. And I try to stay on top of cutting it and spraying it. The blight used to be a lot worse. And I figured out that between the blight and the ivy that was smothering it, that's why it really wouldn't produce. You really can see better on this side. All the pears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then there are a couple on this tree. I didn't even know there was some on this tree until one day I just looked over here and I was like, because this tree usually doesn't bear very much. At least it used to be. Yeah, there's one. But there are some. It was two more. Oh, now, so this one here, I'm trying to see. They look like they got bit off or broke off or something. Because it was two right next to one another. Let me pay attention, Felix. Let me find out that you letting these furry things into my pear tree. Look at this. Compost of the avocado, boy. That's why I tell y'all, all that what y'all be doing with them avocados, put that in some dirt and move around. Like, I don't even be trying to grow them suckers no more because they usually don't make it from seed for whatever reason. They claim you can grow avocados here. But every time I grow them from them seeds, they don't never make it. Even before the cold, they die off. I don't know what happens to them. I don't know if it's something they're doing to the avocados or What? I don't know. But anyhow, I just wanted to show you all that. I need to water my herbs. My herbs, they look at them, they droop and they looking sleepy. Um, my fig harvest ain't gonna be much of nothing this year either. Me and my inadequate watering. Uh, uh, the figs on here will stay. When the figs get closer to being, but see these things so hard, they'll never get ripe. Because the figs usually swell just right as they're getting ready to get ripe. But me and my inadequate watering on the figs, but it's okay. Now the Celeste look good. Let me feel them. If your figs, yeah, see, the Celeste aren't quite ready yet, but they look like they'll be okay. Those other ones are hard as rocks. They feel like prunes almost. But I'm gonna water better next year, and well, plus they'll be in the ground as well. So that eliminates a lot of that with the watering. So, but as long as the figs are alive, they'll be okay. This is the first year out of many that I have not gotten. And this LSU fig, the 2 figs it had on it dropped. Which, I mean, you know, first time it's making figs. That happens sometimes. When I got those other trees the first time, they made figs. They dropped the vast majority of them. I may have gotten one. But my lamb's quarter is going to seed. I have used it a few times. Lamb's quarter you can eat like any other green, like spinach or whatever. Sautés down real quick. Doesn't really have a flavor to it. You can eat it raw too. It don't taste like nothing to me. But it has health benefits. So, like I said, if you got a kid that don't really like spinach, because the spinach does have y'all know what I'm talking about. It tastes like spinach. And some kids, they want food with that. Some grown folk want food with it. But I keep trying to tell y'all, you got to find something else to sneak into your family's food, to where they can still get their nutrients and stuff and fiber, minerals and things. And if it's got a more neutral flavor and you can flavor it with something else, it helps. Because a lot of times it's hard to get some folks to eat stuff. Some people have the palate of a 2-year-old, you know, and they're 200 years old, you know. But we won't get on that. But yeah, so let me show y'all this. I'm going to let y'all go. It's been this bug out here as big as a helicopter. I ain't lying. That sucker's a B-52 if I've ever seen one. I'm lightweight scared of that bug because I don't know if he bites. I don't know what he do. He won't slow down slow enough for me to even kind of see what he is. I ain't fooling with that bomber. This cargo jet that's got legs. Anyway, so I planted hominy melon over here. I have one to germinate. Actually, I think this is hominy melon. Yeah, I planted kajari over there. So that's one kajari that germinated. And I planted hominy melon over here, and I have 2. But I planted like 3 kajari seeds. They're old. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Them seeds is probably 2 or 3 years old. They're probably still viable. Obviously, at least one of them was viable. And the hominy melon, I planted maybe like 7 seeds. So, we'll see what those melons do if I have enough season left. But I'm trying to make those last 2 beds be kind of viable for me because there's not much growing in them. But peanuts and longevity spinach, I don't like that much spacing in any of my beds. To be honest, I like them to look more like this. These Santa Claus melons have really kind of taken over, which is cool. I don't mind that. I think I'm going to end up putting, I got some tomato cages that are free that I'm not using. I think we're going to end up putting those in there to let the melons kind of grow up over the tomato cages, and that'll give them kind of more space. I wouldn't mind if they grew over in there because they may smother out everything, but out here I don't want them to, because that's where I mow and stuff. So anyway, let me get on to what I'm supposed to be doing this morning, y'all. I'm supposed to be watering. So my blueberries are putting on some new growth. I let the birds and the squirrels finish me off. Lies, because here's a berry. But anyhow, I see when they like to grow now. It's like when they get through making fruit, they'll go ahead and start putting out this new little growth. So I don't know. I may do some clipping of some tips and some ends and pruning, and then make them bush out a little more because they're kind of scraggly looking. But anyway, till next time. See you guys later.